All right, hello everybody. Once again, welcome back to Ultra Keller Real Estate. As always, thank you for subscribers. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. To get right into it, today I want to talk about what is your property really worth. So, someone like me, I'm an investor, and so let's say somebody else, they're a person who's trying to sell their property. So, someone like me, I'm always looking to buy more property. I'm always looking at Redfin, always looking at different apps as far as seeing what's out there. So you always have a lot of owners who always think their property is worth a lot more than what it really is. And you know what? I don't knock the hustle. If you can get what you can get for it, swing for the fences. I would do the same thing. But it's a difference between what an appraiser comes through and tells you what your property is worth. That really only counts as far as when you want to refinance the property. If the appraiser comes through and says, hey, it's worth 400,000, that does not mean that somebody else like myself will come and pay $400,000 for your property. All right, case in point. So just recently I went to go look at a six flat on the south side of Chicago. And if I remember correctly, they had it listed for $379, and they had it listed as 6 3-bedroom apartments. So I go to go look at the property. I go with my broker. My dad came with me. And first bad thing, they weren't actually 3-bedroom apartments. They were actually 2 bedrooms. They were big 2 bedrooms. I'll give them that. They were big 2 bedroom apartments, but the back room was more of a sunroom. And the sunroom that was so small, no space to even make a closet, even if you want to try to make it into a quote unquote bedroom. So that was the first thing. Second of all, three of the units were vacant, and also 3 other units that were not vacant needed work. And when I say work, I don't mean, I'm being bougie and I think that, I want to put, granite this, marble that. No, they needed work. I mean, I hadn't seen kitchens that old since pictures of looking at, the black belt, the black metropolis back in the 1940s of Chicago with the kitchenette type apartments. It needed work. And so they had a price for $379. And in my mind, I was like, man, that's way too high. Even if the building was in really good condition, I was still kind of pushing it for how much they should get in that area. So the owner thinks it's worth one thing, but I guarantee you, myself and any other person who wants to come buy it, we're going to look at it being worth something totally different. I thought that building was worth maybe in that condition, and it needed a new roof and whatever fixes they had to it. It was kind of cheap anyway to begin with, maybe max 200, 225. So me as a person on the market buying, I'm the one in essence who really determines the value of somebody else's property, the people who are putting offers in on the property. And one of the things I've realized in Chicago is that when it comes to especially 6 flats opposed to 4 flats and under, a lot of times the 6 flats will sit on the market longer. And really that's probably true for any, metropolitan area in the country. And the reason for that being, in my speculation, is because a 6 flat, you have to put down more money. You have to get a different type of loan. You have to get a conventional loan, sometimes even a commercial loan. Opposed to the 4 flat and under, you can still qualify with the FHA 3.5% down payment. So those properties, a lot of times, even though they don't make as much money, and even though sometimes they could be just as expensive as a 6 flat, or maybe not that much cheaper, but they have a lot more people who could put offers on it. And sometimes that in itself dries up the price of the property that somebody actually sells it for. Because I've seen situations where maybe the 4 flat is listed for $250 and it's in pretty good condition and it's in a good area, but by the time everybody gets done putting in their offers on the property, you look up and the property actually sold for $290. All those offers kept on pushing up the asking price. And now, of course, the owner's happy, and the seller or the seller's happy, and the new buyer, I mean, I'm sure they're happy too, but they didn't get as good of a deal as they probably thought they would initially. So just to sum it up, what's your property really worth? The appraiser says one thing, that's good for refinancing, but me as a buyer who's looking to come into your property and make money off it, we're the ones who really determine the value of the property when you're looking to sell it. All right. So more videos coming soon. Until next time, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you again for checking out Ultra Keller Real Estate.